going the direct approach. Yes, in business, have you tried doing the direct approach? No fancy emails, no pack drill or anything like that, but just asking directly what you want from business to business, maybe even door to door. You see, why I'm asking this question is a very vital reason, is that sometimes we go a long way around the circuit just to try and get a result, when sometimes the best result we can actually get is to actually knock on doors physically or do something that's going to be a direct action approach from one business to the next to actually ask them, are they willing to come on board with what we're doing? And what I've been doing, particularly over the last 6 weeks, is exactly that. Yes, I have returned in the last couple of years to going to direct business-to-business networking meetings, as in Chamber of Commerce meetings, where you meet for coffee. I've also done quite a lot of dinner meetings that I've gone to, luncheons, you name it, all those things where you exchange cards and talk to real live businesses. Not necessarily kitchen table businesses, people that work from home. I'm talking about businesses that have got a, bricks and mortar type of store, or, they're renting a whole office block or something like that. And those people usually have to get clients in from somehow. They've got to get things going. And it isn't necessarily by doing some kind of an email campaign, or maybe not necessarily even advertising themselves on Facebook or whatever. They are actually out there in the community. And as an example of what I'm doing out there in the local community, that is, in my local suburbs nearby to me, in the North Sydney region here, and also Mossman and places like Artarmon and so forth like that, it's been going from business to business and talking directly with the owners. Now, admittedly, when you knock on doors, you're not going to speak to the owner every time, but probably around about 30% of the time, I actually get lucky and I do speak to the owners of the business. And, I've had different types of business cards made up. I've also got some letters made up, which I put into envelopes like this, and then I post those directly out to people because I go to the different buildings and I'll take a photo of what's on the directory there at the base of the building. I go back and research all those companies, put it into an Excel spreadsheet, then make approaches directly to the CEOs of those companies, and then wait for the responses that come back. And it is a fantastic way of doing business. These people will look at your LinkedIn profile. They'll make some kind of an effort to contact you as well. They will somehow make a connection with you if they resonate with what your message is. And what I'm saying here is that you can do this too. You've heard me before talk about approaching people in the local community. This is how I've been doing it and how I've been revising how I'm doing it in order to get even bigger results than what I did last year. Now, you might be wondering, what do you do if people don't respond? Now, quite a lot of the time, people don't respond. So there's another way how I can follow up with those people. And, you go to some business meetings and you collect business cards. You collect business cards when you go walking around and knocking on doors. A lot of people will respond, but not always at the same time. So what I've got a catch-all way how to get people to respond outside of all of that, and they're not interested in any of the offers at the time, it's to run a social business event. So what I've done is I've teed up with one of my local friends here in Neutral Bay, and we are conducting, and it's basically a little bit of a test, we're doing business breakfast meetings. Now, these are admittedly like coffee-type meetings, and people can buy their own breakfast along the way. But if you cram about 10 or 20 or 30 business people into an upstairs room above a cafe, it can be quite exciting because you're all talking, you're all communicating. Those people that you wanted to connect with before, they can still connect with you, and it doesn't affect the rest of their day because, you're meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning. They can go back to their work or their business at 9 or 9:30, and it doesn't affect the rest of their day. But it's a great opportunity there to lower the boom and allow those people to connect with you. And I highly recommend this as a way how to do a more direct approach in your business, because if you do that, if you allow people to connect with you directly and you go out there and make a real big effort to connect with them, imagine how good your business is going to be. That's what my suggestion is to you. If you think this is worth giving it a go, make a note in the comments. Tell me what you're going to do, and I'll certainly be giving you some more ideas on this in the future. This is David Newton speaking.